Hi, welcome to the second video in mSoftware's InCatalog Quick Start tutorial video series. In the first video, we got everything needed to work with InCatalog set up. In this video, we'll learn about updating InCatalog linked documents. Let's get started. I'm going to open the Cat Tutorial 1 InDesign document. This is the document that we have that already contains some InCatalog links. And I'm going to open my InCatalog linker panel by going to the InCatalog menu and click on Show Data Linker. Let's have a look at these links and what the linker panel tells us. I'll put my cursor in this product name link. Notice that it says the key value is 1, the field it's linked to is the product name. Up at the top it says the data descriptor that's selected, this dd food ad 1_dd.text is the data descriptor that created this link. This link is set to my description 1 field, description 2 field, savings. This one's set to the product name field. So we have a linked document. The data descriptor that we have is set, so that's all ready to go. My data destination is snapshot file. My data source is snapshot file. If I look at my preferences for my data snapshot, we're all correctly set for tab delimited, unquoted fields, Macintosh. We're ready to update. To update this document, I simply go to the InCatalog menu and go down to where it says Update Document. I'll click on that and I'll navigate to and I'll select my vegetable ads. Click Open and in pops all that content. Let's update again. I can update the same document with a different data file. I'll choose my meat ads. And in comes all that content. I'll go into preview mode so that you can see this a little more clearly. Let's bring the vegetables back in. Update document. Veggie ads. It's really that simple. Let's make a change to the vegetable ad.text content. I'll open up this document. And instead of just plain old broccoli, let's say broccoli, yum. And organic carrots, we'll say organic orange carrots. I'll save this, go back to my document, InCatalog, update document. I'll reselect that data file and say open, and in comes broccoli, yum, organic orange carrots. It works that simply. InCatalog depends on the name of the data descriptor that created the link for the link to be updatable. If a different data descriptor is selected, the links won't respond. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to make a copy of this food ad dd.text. This is my data descriptor, remember? This was the file that gives me the names of the fields. It tells me which is the key value field, and you can also provide other information. We'll be talking about that in other videos. But I'm just going to say, duplicate this, and now I have my dd copy.text. I'm going to select that data descriptor. In Catalog, select data descriptor, food ad copy, open. So now it says in my panel that the food ad copy is the selected data descriptor. But now if I look at my links, notice that in my linker panel it says the links data descriptor is this other one. So these links are now not going to respond. Even though it's the same data descriptor, nothing is going to update. I'll say in Catalog, update my document. Let's choose my meat ad file, open. Notice that nothing happened. The link will only respond to that particular data descriptor with which it was made. And this is by design. Some people need to have different sets of data updating different parts of their document at different times. This way you can use a different data descriptor to go ahead and update that. You can have multiple data descriptors, each of which created different links in the document. So in order for these to actually update again, I need to go back and say, select my data descriptor. Let's bring back in the original one. And now, when I look at a link, everything is fine. I don't have that red message that there's a different data descriptor selected. So I'll say update my document. Let's bring in our other data file. And now everything is working properly again. The update command in the menu updates the entire document at once. If you need more granular linking, then you can use the buttons at the bottom of the linker panel. Down here we have buttons that allow us to update a single link, everything in a frame, everything in a group, everything that has the same key value, or everything on the current spread. Notice that none of these are active right yet. In order for these to be active, you actually have to have a data file open. In the InCatalog menu, there's a command for that. Open data file. I'll click on that and I'll select my veggie ad. And now notice that the bottom of the panel is open and I have my little radio button set for update document. We'll be talking about updating data in another video in this series. But here I'm saying update document, and now all my buttons are available. So I can go in here and I can have my cursor in a single link, and I can say, just update this link. And that updates. I'll show my invisibles here. Or I can say update everything in a current frame. And I'll say update everything in this frame, and it updates just that. Notice that everything else is being left alone in the document. You can update everything in a group. I'll select this entire group this time. Now notice that my group is selected. You can see the dotted lines mean that the group of the image and the frame are selected. I'll say update the entire group. Or update everything that belongs to a single key. So I've got this one selected. My key value is 2. Update everything that has the key value of 2. It updates all of those things. Or you can say update the entire spread, and it updates. So these buttons at the bottom give us pinpoint control over what gets updated. If you don't want to update everything, you can just update individual things. When you're finished, though, you need to remember, close that data file. You don't want to leave that data file just hanging out there in memory. So I'll click Close My Data File, and everything is fine. In the next video, we'll learn about creating these links. See you there.